Hi guys, welcome to Sera and Sarge. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe.
Hi guys, welcome to Sera and Sarge.
Yes. Hey, today is the final of we have been covering series about 7 habits of highly effective people, and today we're going to cover the last habit.
Habit 8. 7. So the 7th habit is called Sharpen Your Saw. And again, if this is your first video, I'll put the links to all the previous 6 habits.
So I grew up in a countryside in the Congo, so we were like a farmers. So I remember, even though I was like a young, but I remember we used to use a lot of like a machetes to cut trees and stuff. So if you use that for so long, it would be, how do you call that?
Dull.
Yes, it would lose that sharpness. So they used to have a special stone. It was in my language we call that ikiazo.
Ikiazo.
Yes. So once the machete or the like
Panga.
a hoe.
A hoe.
Yes, that one. So basically they used to go on that stone, and they would do like this for so long until like that sharpness comes back. In other words, if you keep using the machete or something that is not really sharpened, it will take you forever to accomplish something you could have done in a few minutes or in 1 hour. So yes. That analogy is really coming back. We have been talking about the previous 6 habits of people who want to succeed or who want to achieve their dream and goals. And sometimes that means we work so hard, we forget ourselves. You get so tired, and you don't want to take
and when you take
a break.
Like that instance, yes, you stop working, but you're going to make up that work and more because you're working on the tools you need to go further. You could work for another 24 hours straight, but your tools are dull. The guy who pauses and the one who keeps going, the one who pauses will catch him so fast.
Exactly. So this is just telling us to know when you need to take a pause, when you need to take a break and treat yourself. We know sometimes when when we define health, it's a component of like a physical, health, emotional.
You got to learn to balance things.
Exactly.
Like if I'm at work nonstop and my home is not happy, how is that going to help me with a business or anything like that if I'm constantly worried about my marriage? And so yes, I'm got this thing going, but now I wrecked what was behind.
Exactly.
Because I didn't take the time to stop and fix
and know when to. It's really balancing your life, knowing when like, oh, this is too much, I have to balance. The example you gave, I have seen many families break down just because of that. You think that you're working so hard for your family, but you don't have time for them.
Especially in ministry, that happens a lot.
Yes, in ministry. So you focus on like other people, you neglect your own home.
Yeah.
And before you know it, so you're losing it. You're like, I was working so hard, I was focusing what happened. It's you did not know when to break, when to balance,
or you didn't know your tools good. You didn't know you were working with a dull knife. If I was to take an apple right now and I got a dull knife and then she had a sharp knife, hers is obviously going to be quicker than mine.
Exactly. So that's really what it is. There's not much to say. It's common sense. And it can also be like you're working so hard, you're not taking break, you're not resting, you're not exercising to get that energy back, and before you know it, you can get overwhelmed and get sick from like tiredness. You need to know when, even not like we gave an example of families, like knowing like, okay, I have to come back and give my family time. you also need to know, like, I'm tired, I'm going to take a day or 2 or 3 days off, sleep or do something, read something, watch a video, just take a break. That's what we need to do. But sometimes we forget about that. We work so hard to the point when you break down and you don't even have energy to go back. You hate so much what you were doing and you blame everything and everybody, when truly it is yourself. You need to know your limits. You need to know when you need to stop and pause and take a break.
And if you have the right people around you, they will let you know that too.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this. Don't worry. Go home, get rest, whatever. But it's not just rest. That's not what we're saying. We're just using that as an example. But there's a saying we have that says work smarter, not harder. And that's basically what sums this whole principle up. And in our last video, we talked about principles and laws.
Yeah.
But you might not know the laws on how to start it. The certain permits you might need or things like that. You might not know how to balance a budget or how to balance books or how to do payroll or any of that stuff. So if you're trying to do this all on your own, your saw will get dull so fast. That's when you need synergy, the previous habit. And you bring someone who does know finances, who does have experience in that. We can't try and do everything because we end up just working with a dull soul, basically.
Yeah, you just set yourself for failure.
Yeah.
When you're just trying to put everything on yourself.
Even if you're working hard, you could be working so hard. Every day, putting good work in. You know, people are, man, you're really a hard worker. But you're not smart about how you're working.
Exactly. You fail to bring the right tools or right people who can work on this so you can focus on one thing or 2 or 3. But sometimes you just want to do everything at the same time. But really that is you setting yourself to failure.
Yeah, I remember my wife.
What did I do?
No, honey.
Okay.
You and Pastor Moses. You were putting a bunk together.
Okay.
A bed.
Yes.
You took the tool, right? The saw or the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you do? You were using the tool wrong. You had the wrong bit or.
I don't know the names of those tools, but I know we had the wrong one.
It was a different kind of wrench that they needed.
We were already there like for an hour because I was helping my brother to. I was at my brother's house and I was helping him to put a bunk together. So he thought I was so smart in that thing, you know. I love to kind of like really do stuff. I was like, oh, we have this. So we got the
drill,
the book, and we're looking how it is, but so we were there for like an hour and a half, and we didn't really go far. Then I was like, man, let me call Randy. So I called him, and we got a video and pictures of what we had and what the bed.
The screw.
Yeah, screw how it looked like. So he was like, okay, go to Home Depot, buy this and that. And after that, it was done so quick. I think Pastor Kana was there too.
So basically, they worked hard but wasted an hour. When they got the right tool, it took 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even. And that's the whole point of this. Know your tools, educate what it is that you need. And it's not about how hard you work. It's
how smart you work, basically.
How smart. Are you using people around you to help? Are you being stubborn, hard-headed, trying to do everything on your own? Just because you don't want someone else to say, I helped you get that.
Yeah.
People are like that all the time. And it's, at the end of the day, as we said, it's the whole is bigger than the sum of its parts.
Yes. And so you said something good, like know your tools, know what you want, know what you have, and figure out what you need. because when you have a dream, you don't really know everything.
Exactly.
So once you know what you have, what you need, and that's when you connect with the other people who have the same passion or same kind of like a drive. And sometimes when we say use people, it's not in a negative way, because something like you using
Use
people.
their gifts.
No, you using basically you are working together, because at the end of the day, when you achieve something, it's all of you. It's not. I may have come with a dream or with a vision, but like for example, right now, if I want to start be producing movies, that's an example. I cannot produce movies and be actress and be everything.
Yeah.
You can direct the movie. You're gonna need people who are going to act. You're going to need others, managers, everything. I don't know what it goes in there, but that's an example. You can do everything. So once you have the dream, that's when you know what you need to put in there. Then when you come together, at the end of the day, when you achieve a project, it's all of you. It's success for all of you. At the end of the day, you gave other people's chance to use their gift, and you give them a chance to experience and create something else that is going to benefit somebody else. Really, in this life, we say that at the beginning of other videos, we believe that we are here to serve, not to be served. So when you serve other people, along the way, you working with other people, you all working and you achieve something, and you serving. So that's really our passion, is to serve. Even what we are doing right now, I read the book, he read the book, so we are sharing the information we know for other people who may really want to, who have dreams and probably are scared to step out and just act.
Yeah. So basically, if you have a vision or a dream, it's not enough to just wing it. Like, oh, I got this, I'm just gonna do it. Take the time to plan it. Treat it like if you were to have a business, like treat it like a business. And it's the most valuable thing you have other than time is basically your vision, your purpose. There's nothing more valuable than that in life.
Exactly. The only thing that makes a person feeling like a fulfilled is when you feel like you are really following your dream, you living your dream. And most of the time, when we talk about achieving, like being successful, dream, it's not necessarily like, big stuff, big house, big cars. Like if your whole motivation to become like a motivation speaker, international, for example, that when you stand on that stage and you empowering the whole world, that's the best thing. Like everybody has something deeper in us that you want to follow and achieve. But as I said earlier in other video, is we are different in the way we act out on our dreams. But these 7 habits really kind of like a guide you in what step you need to take from the beginning to habit 6, and then sit back, evaluate, basically saying that, okay, we started with this goal, we didn't achieve this, what happened? This is what it's called like a sharpening your soul. It's really what it is. You have went through the 6th one, at the end you're like, okay, are we getting where we want to be? Do we want to adjust something? Do I need a break? Do we need to bring somebody else? Those are the stuff that comes into this habit 7. And also, really, also it talks about you giving yourself time too. Like physically, if you're working hard, you ought yourself to treat yourself good too, so that you can come back with energy.
And the thing, like now, we have such an advantage that other generations didn't have. Say you want to be a hairdresser, or open your salon, or a business. You could literally Google how to start my own salon. Mm-hmm. And you will get step by step of everything you need to start your salon. Like the information is there for us. No other generations had that. Mm-hmm. Like for them to do research, they had to go to libraries, pull out cards. Like really take the time. For us, it takes 30 seconds, and whatever we're looking for,
It's there.
unless you type like my wife.
Oh, please, don't even go there. Yeah, I don't type like that, by the way.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But we like to think of success as monetary, and but that's not what truly drives us. That stuff is not enough to fuel you.
Exactly.
Like, you'll quit at the littlest thing. It'll stop you because you don't really want to do that. You're just using it to get something you want. But it's not what you really desire. The thing you really desire, you would do it for free. When I was in the military, I wanted to go to the military so bad. It was like a childhood dream of mine. And when I got done with basic training, I got a paycheck. And I remember saying, I'm getting paid for this? Like, I knew I would get paid, but I thought it was unfair. Like, man, I really love this, and I'm getting paid.
Sometimes you think that you can start your dream once you have figured out everything
Exactly.
and you have everything you need. Sometimes
That's
it
a good
doesn't work
point.
like that. When you know what you have, like I
take
remember,
the-
even like what we are doing right now, we are not professional. It's something we both love. We love to read books, and we were like, hey, there are many people there who we benefit from us sharing what we know, encouraging young people, encouraging people who started a project or a dream they fail and they just feel like, it's over, I cannot do it. This was really our drive. I love to speak to young people, encourage them, empower them, and he happened to love that. So we both share
got
the same passion.
Yeah.
So we're like, why not starting that? We just like a step out. We never did video before. We still consider ourselves not really expert on anything.
But
We just come here, we share our hearts.
But we watch videos. We, how to set cameras up, what settings to put the camera in, what equipment we need. Like, those are things we don't know, but we sit down and we learn that stuff.
Exactly. So we share what is in, like, the book we read it. So we're just sharing that information. And the more, once you start, that's how you learn. You're like, okay, we need this, or this is not working, we need that. But sometimes when you think like you're gonna have everything figured out, before you step out, you may never start.
Sorry, and the thing is, like, we know this isn't the best quality videos on the internet. We know that. But we know we have to start somewhere. And we know in the future we will have the best.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please share the video, like and subscribe. And if you learned something, please leave a comment there if there's another subject you really want us to cover, and just let us know. As we said, we are here to talk and share what we have, and we believe that in the future, as we keep getting our video, we start doing live, and then people can join there, we can chat. But for now, we are learning.
We have a lot of interesting stuff we're working on, so
yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and some people ask us to talk about like culture differences and relationship, like interracial relationship. There's a lot of stuff there. Some people throw there like, can you talk about that? And there's a lot of stuff we cover, but we didn't want to bring other stuff before we can give you the series of this book we started.
The purpose, the foundation.
Yeah, the foundation. Really, we want to empower everybody to be successful in pursuit of your dream. And please do not allow anybody, it can be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be anybody who can tell you cannot do it. Don't believe them. When you truly are passionate about something, you need to pursue that thing. And when you start, as you work toward that thing, you put your stuff together. And as we said, look back. We're gonna put all the links of the 6 previous videos here, so you can watch them in order, so that you can really understand what it is.
Including the truth of how we met.
Yeah, that one, how we met, and you can
Yeah.
see how he was just pretending.
So we love you. We thank you. We know you could be watching any video on YouTube, so we appreciate you spending the time to
Yes.
learn with us, and it's something we don't take lightly. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
So we love you. God bless.